Hello. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I am Stone Age JJ today, and that's Deacon. And we're here Monday through Friday on rumble.com/JJW or youtube.com/JJW8071 to tell you about the news and all kinds of things that are true, or politics, or um, sometimes it's bullshit. And we just don't know. We have no idea. How are we supposed to know? We're not experts. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, oh, you're talking to me. Hey.
Yeah.
I was letting everybody know I'm there.
Sometimes I'm talking directly to the audience, and you can tell because I'm looking right at them. And then sometimes I'm talking to you, and you can tell because I'm looking right at you.
My bad. I'm not paying attention that much.
All right.
Hello.
I don't know. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Not a lot of news happening, but I found some interesting stuff for us to ponder over and wonder over and just marvel at. Just marvel at humanity that does this every single day.
Okay. Why are you
But
Stone Age JJW? Why? What's the
I have a,
significance?
I found a story and I was like, and I have a comment about it. So I don't know. I
Okay.
just needed
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah. I had
Okay.
to change it from Sling Fun or Deke because I'm not you. Because
You're not.
hey, restream.
You were Fun Slinger JJ, so I'm Sling Funner
Yeah,
Deke.
yeah. Well, that was yes.
I need. That
That's
was
true.
yesterday, so I need a new
That's
name
I did
today.
well. I had to. I was named you, and now I had to rename
Oh
myself.
yeah, because it says okay. So
Yeah, yeah,
you're Stone Age JJ. I need to
yeah.
be.
Oh, Bam Bam. Hmm. Maybe Flintstone Space Age Deke. Hey, all right. We'll get. I found a story, and we'll get to it. I just thought it was kind of cool. Um, but before that, for whatever reason, I just want to talk about power washing.
You'd like to talk about what now? Power washing? I like power
Yeah,
washing. It's fun.
isn't it crazy
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah. There is actually a subreddit called power washing porn, and it's not porn. It's people showing power washing videos, and you sit there and watch it, and you're like, oh, that's so awesome.
It is.
It's
And
very
like
satisfying.
I think you're not allowed to even remotely understand it until you're a middle-aged dad. And
To
then
your
at
middle
that
aged
point
dad and have to use a power washer one time,
and
and
at
you're like,
that point you're like, "Oh, I've been missing out on something
I
for
want to clean the
years."
whole driveway now.
I
When do
have
you
done
start?
that.
I want to spray the whole driveway.
Mhm. Yeah. You go out and you're like, "I'm just going to just clean this one spot." And you're like, "Oh my god.
Yeah,
What has happened?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna clean this.
it can't keep going. Oh my
I'm just
god, it
gonna
keeps
clean this
going."
one little spot on the sidewalk here. Oh shit! I gotta clean the whole sidewalk now. Yeah, is that a?
So,
Let me see that coffee cup. What kind of coffee cup you
oh
got
yeah,
there?
oh, you like this? This is my
Look at
Lego.
that.
Yeah, I got this as a gift from my
Is it
dad.
ceramic?
No, it's plastic,
It's
and water
plastic?
leaks in. Yeah, water leaks in if I put it in the dishwasher, so I have to hand wash it. But it actually, I don't
Do
know
you
where
put
they're at, but
hot
you can.
liquids in the plastic Lego cup and you drink the hot plastic?
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Well, the worst that's going to
Cancer.
happen is the shit that conspiracy theorists have been saying for 20 years that's just
Right.
come out this year. There's plastics and microplastics in our body because of the
Oh,
heated element. We heat stuff in plastic bowls, and the plastic molecules are coming out into our food and our drink. That's not a good thing, JJ. I would not be drinking a hot liquid out of a plastic. That's a very awesome novelty cup, but I personally would not be drinking hot coffee out of
okay.
it.
I'll switch. I'll
I would
switch in a
drink
minute.
cold beverages out of the plastic cup. I would not drink hot. That's just me. I've
Okay,
been saying
I'll
that
ch-
microplastic shit
I'll
for
change.
years.
But I had to. Isn't it cool though? I mean, it is
It's
cool. You can
awesome.
actually
It's
stick stuff to it.
badass. Yes,
Yeah.
that
All
being plastic and you
right.
can stick stuff. It's actual Lego. That's really awesome. But if they were to make
Okay,
if they wanted it to be a
microplastics.
coffee cup, the Lego people should align it with something.
Yeah, come
But
on.
we're just now doing the microplastic stuff where the companies are like, "Oh,
Right.
we didn't know about this. Yes, that's bad.
Uh,
You bastards knew about this for years. Y'all just didn't
I don't.
care."
I think it may be knockoff and not actually Lego. It might
That's
be
all right. Then that means you're getting even more
Lego.
microplastics because I would trust Lego more than
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Logo,
All right, Rego. I said Rego.
Rego, and
All right,
Lego.
all right. Oh, power washing. So the reason why I bring it up is that yesterday I took my power washer up to the office. It's about to freeze. It's about to, we talked about the weather yesterday,
Oh, my weather's going to be nasty. I won't be here tomorrow. I might be on
and
my phone at the house.
and we have yeah, right. We have an atrium at our building, so a little like kind of place in the middle that's just outside, but it's in the middle of the building, and we
Yeah,
got plants in there, and we got like plumeras and
tropical
like
type plants.
ferns, yeah, that kind of stuff. But it's
Not
usually
good for the
outside,
weather. Yeah.
and if it freezes, then they're gonna frost and die. So we cleaned them all. We cleaned it all out, and we moved all the plants into our showroom temporarily. And then while we were cleaning it out, we were like, "There's a little bit of like mold here on the wall. I'll bring my power washer in, and we'll just like scrape that off the wall." And then I get in there, and the atrium is about the size of like my kitchen or whatever, and a little smaller. And I get in there and I start cleaning, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize how dirty it was." And then I do the entire atrium. Spent probably an hour and a half power washing the inside of this building,
Really?
and it was amazing. And it went from being like, you look at the wall, you're just like, it's just like a brick wall. Oh, it's got like black
Right.
cement or whatever, and you clean it, you're like, that's not black, that's red or white. So
That's cool.
anyway, a
Has
lot of fun. So
anybody
power
said
washing.
anything about it to you?
I mean, just me and my boss. My boss,
Oh,
we were both out there. And we were like, we had no idea. We were just
that's funny.
marveling at power washing. Anyway, that's pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome.
So if
We got a little power
uh,
washer at the house. I hadn't got it out in a while. I need to. I
well,
mean, I need to do the side of the house, and there's some things that I needed to do this year that I just never got around to doing. But
sometimes you don't have time.
that's just homeowner life and life
Yeah,
as an adult. I've got a list of shit that I've needed to do for a long time.
yeah,
I slowly get to it.
that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got tree stains on the building. Got to wash them off. Sometimes you got oil stains on the driveway. Got to try to scrub them out. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Let's talk about this. Wait, hold on. I forgot how to do the button here. I'm such a pro. At
I know.
least he listens to it. Yeah, all right. From the Daily Caller, a Blue State's new climate curriculum emphasizes emotions over rational thinking. What do
Because
you
we
think about
were
that?
all taught as a child. Don't you teach your children to react to their emotions rather their rational thinking?
Absolutely. As soon as something upsets you, you should
You should
immediately just
immediately react to how you're feeling. That's how humans
do
work.
not
You
do
bunch
not
of
think it through. Do not attempt to do math. What are you talking about?
I just had this conversation with one of my kids like a month ago. It was something about they were upset about something and were wanting to respond in a text message. And I told them, yes, that's what I would always want to do. But I have taught myself that if JJ pisses me off, I'm immediately going to respond in a text message, but I'm not going to send that text message. We used to write it down and stuff before texting and stuff back then. But yeah, you should never react with your emotions. Goodness gracious. All right, so with JJ gone, I'll read this first line here. The Washington State Department of Health climate curriculum instructs teachers to focus on emotions over rational thinking, now according to curriculum lesson plans. The Washington State Department of Health released a 5-part curriculum to help students learn the intersections of biological, societal, and
Oh, they
environmental
love to put that word in there. They love that
societal
word intersection. No,
Oh, no, intersection.
intersectional.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
The second phase of the curriculum, climate change and pregnancy, tells educators and students to pay attention to their emotions as far too long science has caused rational thinking to be
Oh
prioritized.
my god.
Let me read that sentence to you people again that maybe did not hear what that sentence just said. They are in the second part of the curriculum, climate change and pregnancy, tells educators and students to pay attention
Oh my
to
god.
their emotions as for too long, science has caused rational thinking to be prioritized. I'm
Mm.
going to let that sentence sink in there for a second and let you think about what that means.
Well, for every time, for everything, there is a season, right? There's a time to think rationally,
According to
and
the
then there's a
birds in the
time to,
Bible. Yes.
and then and
To
then there's a
everything,
time to just
turn, turn,
take your
turn.
mind, pack it up in a box, throw it in the trash, and just do whatever you feel like.
That's funny.
Um,
Yeah, this is
this is
ridiculous. What okay, do you wanna keep readings to see if maybe they
that
explain why you should go with your emotions instead of rational
yeah, there
thinking?
there
That's the
there
stupidest
must be a
thing I've
point
heard.
here where they're like,
I'm gonna
oh,
listen.
this will make it make sense.
I'm still listening, but I'm gonna go get my coffee.
All right. Saying that we overemphasize rational thinking in what is supposed to be a scientific. So this is a critic. Somebody's criticizing them, guys. You got to flesh out their ideas before you can criticize them. The curriculum notes that emotions signal alignment or discord between cultural values and technical assertions. And failing to acknowledge emotions reflects arrogance. Ignoring emotions can also weaken important relationships for getting things done. Um, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. The curriculum also asks students to consider sexism in science, which includes subtle discussion dynamics and abuse of power. Students are asked to raise their hand if they have experienced any sexism, such as unwilling to learn about issues important to women and eye rolling and jokes. Oh
Good
my god.
God.
Oh, blue states. Blue states. I think you should be your own country. I absolutely do. You should be your own country. I 100% support you to be your own country, blue states. You fucking retard.
But okay, so I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here for just a half a second
Yeah,
because
yeah, please.
I agree with you, but I'm just gonna play just for a second. I'm sure there are some scientific women out there that do get that kind of shit because I think the majority of scientists are pretty well a bunch of douchebags. Think about it for a second. I think though all the scientists, if you like on a personal level, they're
Yeah.
probably all a bunch of dickheads, and so they're
And,
probably going to act like that to the especially the women around, and especially the women that threaten them because those women are better than them, smarter, or
you
so.
know,
I know smart people, and I know a lot of smart people are assholes. They're just
mhm,
pricks.
that's true. They're
So
just
you would
rude.
think that these scientists are going to be it's a
Mm,
boys club. I'm not trying to. I'm
mm,
just saying I bet it is a boys club because if me and you are scientists and we have we've made a name for ourselves and we make this huge crazy discovery that all the other scientists think is
right.
crazy, like
Yeah.
we have proof of ghosts or we have proved alien life or we have proved something, we're going to be ostracized in the
Right.
community, and so I'm sure a lot of these women probably face stuff like that, not
Well,
trying to
well, I mean, like for instance, this lady may be asserting like that there's some sort of a positive correlation between people getting pregnant and the environment changing.
yeah, see,
And
that's stupid. That's just dumb.
hey, you can't just dismiss it as stupid. We have to consider her proposal.
Her proposal that people getting pregnant is changing the environment.
Yeah,
What does that have
yeah.
to do with
Think about
scientists being mean
the.
to women, other means women
I don't
scientists?
know. That was her point, not mine. That was her point. Okay,
Okay.
so
If
I
kids
just want to
getting
say
pregnant affect
maybe.
the environment, that was what God intended because things getting pregnant and have birth happen every
Well,
single second on
right.
this planet and
Yeah.
have for as long as the
I would
plant's still alive.
say I would say from a larger perspective, things getting pregnant is what makes the environment. It makes all of the environment. Okay, he's on. He's gone. I can talk. Guys, let's think about this. Maybe I'm wrong about my fundamental assertion about what science is. See, I thought, and this could be my male masculine bias, I thought science was supposed to be about having an idea and then testing that idea to see if you could prove that it was wrong or right, and then test it again to see if you can replicate it. For
And then
instance, I
giving
could
it
be
to
like,
me, and then giving it to your buddy to see if your buddy can do the
right,
same thing.
like, can I drink hot liquid out of a plastic cup without getting cancer? Let me try. And then let me
Right.
try. And then if I get cancer, it'll be like, whoops, couldn't do that.
Let's try it again.
Let's try it again. So I thought science was supposed to be about like facts and like, you know, adding up facts together to come to a conclusion and then prove it right or wrong. It never occurred to me that I should be like really concerned about your feeling of enablement or stuff. And you know,
Science changes depending on facts change depending on what your emotion is at the
oh,
time. Did you
toxic
not
male
know that?
masculinity. No, I didn't know that. I did
Toxic
not know that.
masculinity. That's
I
exactly what it
on
is.
on behalf of myself and on behalf of Deacon, I'm going to apologize for us. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry.
I
That way,
will.
Deacon doesn't have to.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm not going to apologize for
we
my.
we don't have too many people on the planet. People are the thing. People are the ones that fix things, that come up with ideas. More people, more ideas. We're good. We don't have too many people. I don't believe that.
You
I
don't
like
think
people.
so? You don't think we're
I mean, not
overpopulated
all people.
like they tell you? We're overpopulated.
Overpopulated.
Maybe some
I
particular
mean, no,
some
no.
specific
Yeah,
areas are
yeah,
overpopulated.
right. There's too many people in some
In
places.
some places, there are too many people. You're exactly
There's
right.
there's a lot of places where there's no people at all.
At all.
So,
Why don't you take about 500,000,000 people in India and move their asses about 3,000 miles to the east, and they will have room to do whatever the hell they want to do.
there's all kinds of Midwest the Midwest America. There's all kinds of like like the entire like rainforest in South America and stuff like that. There's lots of room.
I've never bought that.
We got we got jackets and coats now, and we got a whole continent of Antarctica. Let's use it.
That's right. We can make you a jacket. There's secret hidden Nazi bases and an alien base down in Antarctica. We can
Might
just find
be.
out.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be
What the hell?
amazing? So I heard that. I didn't know. That was news to me yesterday. All right, let's go on. Let's talk about something else. This is kind of interesting. So apparently there is a new book that's going to be coming out soon that documents the first 2 amazing years of the Biden administration, and no, it's going to be.
It's not
There's no
coming
way
out
it's
in
going.
time for Christmas. This is the ultimate
It's coming out
present.
soon. It's coming out soon, and Politico acquired an early review copy, and they pulled out this little story. Apparently, early on, DeSantis can. Oh, I need to do a
The
better job about checking
Santa.
our chat.
The Santa.
Oh, DeSanta. All right. Apparently, early on in the presidency, a Mr. Biden referred to the vice president, Kamala Harris. Long may she reign.
God
As
bless her and her family this Christmas
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Please,
for
yes,
sure.
God bless them.
Apparently, a frustrated Joe Biden called Harris a work in progress, and you know what?
What?
This is a great example of reacting to those emotions.
That's
This
right.
is leadership. This is leadership. You get upset about something, and rather than like pack it down in a box and act like a rational person, instead, you could be more in touch with your humanity and just lash out and say some crazy shit.
If I were
This is good leadership.
Joe Biden, If I were Joe Biden, I would kill myself first of all. But if I were Joe Biden,
Oh,
I would watch my mouth because Kamala Harris looks like she could be one nasty bitch. You know, she
mm,
looks like that bitch that would take off her rings and take off her earrings and just throw the hell
think
down.
so?
Yeah, she looks like she would beat your ass.
I think that you are way overestimating her. I think she's stupid. I think she might be
She
kind of
might be
stupid.
she might be stupid, but I know some stupid people that live down the road in a trailer that could
um,
beat your
all
ass.
right. Okay. All right.
I'm just
She might
saying
be
she
like
looks
that.
like somebody you don't want to piss off.
Apparently, Biden was annoyed by second gentleman Douglas Imhoff. That's Kamala Harris's wife.
Second gentleman. What the hell is
Yeah.
second gentleman? I played the second gentleman in the Christmas Carol play.
Oh.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, you have the first lady. If you're the president and your
Oh,
wife is
the
the first
second
lady,
gentleman is her husband?
right?
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah, yeah.
dumbest thing. I've
I
never
said her
heard that
wife, but
before.
whatever.
I've never heard that.
Pretty soon they're gonna the wokies are gonna come after the terms husband and wife. They're gonna say that that's like sexist or something. Don't you think? Or they're gonna insist that we make up a new word for zay zer wife mates, zates maybe they'll call them. This
Well,
is my zay zer life mate.
y'all can say y'all can say all the funny little made up words that you want, but Andy over here won't be saying those silly words.
He's her wife. All right. Biden was annoyed by second gentleman Douglas Emhoff's complaints about Harris suffering politically because of her policy assignments.
I
Oh,
agree, Jeremy. I agree with what
mm,
Jeremy says.
what's Jeremy saying? All right, what's he saying?
It's emasculating.
I just described the Trump presidency. How did I? Oh, emotional outbursts, emotional reactions.
No, I put it up on the screen.
Sorry, I think we both touched it. Second gentleman, that's rather emasculating. Um, First lady. Well, it can't be a lord. Whatever. Just stop giving these people like they're just people. Um, let's see. Biden hadn't asked Harris to do anything he hadn't done as vice president, and she begged him for the voting rights assignment. In the book called The Fight of His Life, written by best-selling author Chris Ripple, who received access to Biden and his top administration officials, Politico said it will come out January 17th and reportedly chronicle the first 2 years of Biden's presidency based on insider accounts.
Awesome.
Harris's inner circle did not serve her well in the presidential campaign, and I guess she kept them on board because they are not serving her now. A senior White House official allegedly told Ripple Harris's 2020 Democratic presidential campaign was suspended 2 months before the Iowa caucus, despite initial excitement. Isn't the Iowa caucus the first step in the presidential campaign? Isn't it open with Iowa and then go on to the rest of the states? Is that right? Do you guys, Jeremy? Do you know? So her
Iowa.
campaign was dead before the gate opened, and she's now the vice president of the United States. All right.
You know how that happens, don't you? Watch that
Hmm.
movie. I keep telling you to watch.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's how it happens.
Um.
I mean, you just
Apparently,
said
in
it.
an
I mean, you
apparently in an interview.
look at what you just said. Look at what you
What I
just
just
said. Dissect what you just said.
what did I
Her,
just say?
her campaign was dead in the water, and she's currently
Yeah.
vice president.
Yeah. Well, look,
That,
that's
that's
because
two
Joe
plus
Biden picked her out and put her in
that's
place because
two
he
plus
wanted to
two
get.
equaling 7.
Well, hey, don't give me math. I'm already upset.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm already angry. You're destabilizing my emotional reality.
Okay, screw Biden. Biden. Screw
Yeah.
Biden and Kamala Harris. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're all a work in progress, and that's the name of today's show. Today's show, your two dads are also a work in progress. Although we didn't totally fail at border policy and everything else that we've touched.
Oh, they
Allegedly, I
haven't
mean,
failed at everything that they've touched. He has successfully funneled money into the Ukraine like he wanted to for a
oh yeah,
decade now. He
yeah,
has stopped all of the gas pipeline crap. I mean, that was the very first thing that he did.
yeah,
was
yeah,
was stopped again,
massive.
and now he wants us to kiss his ass because gas prices have finally come back down. So we're supposed to say thank you, Biden, because you raised fucking gas prices $3 a gallon, and then you drop them by $1 a gallon, and I'm supposed to say
Yeah,
thank you. Fuck off,
there
Jesus
was a
Christ.
he had a tweet. He had a tweet the other day. It was saying something that like gas prices are down $2 from their peak in June. Everybody should be happy.
Screw you. When's the last time Biden had to buy gasoline? You know,
Right.
that's what pisses me off about gasoline and whatnot. It's these politicians are lobbied by the gas companies to set the prices, whatever the gas companies can do whatever the hell they want. And politicians don't even worry about buying gasoline. They buy it, but they don't have to worry about it like me and you do. I
Right.
mean, when I go to the gas pump to fill up my damn car and it costs me $100, what the fuck, man? I gotta eat. I have kids. What the shit? Sit at home.
Right. And Jeremy says I was right. The Iowa caucus is the first major contest in the primary presidential season. So Kamala Harris's presidential campaign failed 2 months before the first contest. Anyway, okay. In a shocking turn of international events, this is our international news segment. Do 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 do. In a shocking turn of events, Deacon, you're not even going to believe this. It's been about 18 months now since Joe Biden uh, diplomatically handed over control of Afghanistan to the Taliban by
Diplomatically handed over control. That
right
was
by
very eloquently like you put that, the way that you put
yeah
that.
by GTFOing as fast as he could and
I
leaving
started to say,
$80 billion worth of
I would
shit.
have described it as we fucking got up and left all of our shit there, including millions of dollars worth of helicopters and guns and shit. We just got the fuck out of there.
Don't
So do you think that we just left that, or do you think that that was strategically left by a fucking corrupt goddamn
Oh,
president?
I have strong doubts about there being a lot of strategy involved there. I have strong doubts about that. I think that was more incompetence than anything else. I think that was incompetence at multiple levels, and Biden having no leadership qualities whatsoever, and his generals being total dipshits. That's what I think happened. That's what I
Then
think
then
happened. I don't
then
think it
we're
was
talking
purposeful.
about incompetence at a
Yes,
gargantuan level
yes,
by multiple
abs-
people.
absolutely, yes. That's what I think happened.
So
I think
you're
it was.
thinking this all of this was bumbling idiots. And we're not talking about just like 10. I'm talking about like hundreds of bumbling idiots just blindlessly following orders. Then that's
Yeah.
what's do you not, as a former military man, do you not see a problem with that?
As soon as 2 months before, okay, so 2 months before we took off and got out of Afghanistan with people literally falling off of our airplanes. 2 months before that, they closed Bagram Air Base. And I remember checking, this is way before we did this show. I remember checking my phone one morning about 7 in the morning. I woke up and I saw, oh, I see that the United States just up and dipped out of Bagram Air Base and they left all their assets. They didn't tell the Afghan contingent, the legitimate government and the legitimate military. They didn't tell anybody. They just up and left. And I know that they did that under order, and they did that under order because the general that was in charge of that chose to close Bagram Air Base and concentrate resources on the airport or whatever facilities that they had in what the fuck that I don't remember the name of it. Kabul, I think it's Kabul. So that was a decision by a general. A general decided to close Bagram, which was well defended and fortified and had a lot of equipment, and instead run their operations out of Kabul, which was a city totally surrounded by Taliban. So they were making bad decisions from the get go, and they kept making these bad decisions and kept working themselves into a place where they had no room to operate. I absolutely think that boneheads in DC caused that problem. Now, what I'm getting to is this: the unforeseen consequences of a total shit apocalypse collapse of the Afghanistan presidency, our bumbling president handing over power to these uh, primitive people. Well, it turns out that the Taliban has now banned all education for girls. Unsurprising. They have fired the female teachers, and they also banned women from going to the mosques. So, if you are a female in Afghanistan today, your rights and liberties have just been regressed 20 years. 20 years, because this is what it was like before we ever went into Afghanistan. And I'm definitely not going to make the argument that we ever should have gone in Afghanistan. I would have said that 15 years ago. I think maybe I'm wrong. But once we were there, we were custodians of this country. We were supposed to be helping these people, and we did help these people in many cases. Women were allowed to get education. Women were allowed to be members of society. Well, that's gone. You are now property again if you are a female in Afghanistan. They already suspended education, higher education, like 6 months ago, and now they have just turned off all education for females. The Taliban on Wednesday banned girls of all ages from attending school in one of the largest blows to women's rights since the takeover of Afghanistan last year with the U.S. withdrawal. Taliban officials made a range of sweeping announcements restricting women during a meeting in Kabul with school directors, community reps, and clerics. Female staff, including teachers, are now prohibited from working in schools, authorities said, taking away one of the few professions women were able to have in Afghanistan. Women are also barred from visiting mosques or attending religious seminaries, officials announced at the meeting. Kabul shopkeeper Ghulam Sawar Haidari told the Journal that his fifth grade daughter, Mahbuba, was sent home when she arrived for classes at a tutoring center. My daughter has locked herself in a room since this morning and won't stop crying. All of her hopes are broken. We are tired to death of this situation and only wonder when it will be over. Um,
These
that
people over there
is,
get sick of this mess, man. All because a select group of people
yeah,
impose their beliefs on everybody else. And I mean, you could say the same thing's happening over here in America. It happens everywhere.
there's, I'm sorry to say, to the father of Mabuba and the other people there, nobody's saving you. There's
No,
nobody that's going to
no,
save
there's
you,
not. You
and
got
these
to save
people are
yourself.
not going to let go.
And
You're,
it's not that we don't want to help and we don't want to save you. That's not it. You have to you're going to have to do it yourself.
you're going to
That's what
have to.
happened over here, and that's what's still happening over here in this country. We live it every day. Women didn't have the rights that they had. They were basically treated just like that over there, a little better.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you
But
think about it, we look at history and and these women today think that that women were treated so bad throughout history. Women have basically ran shit forever if you think about it. Yeah, men have been in charge, but if you really read history, we fought entire fucking wars over women,
yeah,
over the love of a woman. Okay? Entire wars. Thousands and tens of thousands of people have lost their lives over women. So women have constantly the woman rules the house. She's always ruled the house.
yeah.
15 in the
I agree with
1300s,
you.
in the 1300s, the woman ruled the house. Okay, the man might have been the one that made the decisions and stuff, and the buck stops with him. But who really controls what the man wants?
Yeah,
I mean, she's got something that she can keep from the man. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
No, I agree with you. So we hear a lot, especially in our academic circles, about the patriarchy and all of that, but we do not live in a patriarchy at
No,
all.
No, we don't.
It's not. It's not the patriarchs that are up there, like taking high risk jobs and putting themselves in danger to build buildings and build roads and out there slaving under the sun and stuff like that. That's it's not the patriarchy that's setting women up in professions in healthcare and teaching. We just have two different kinds of people, men and women, and people that are mentally disturbed. And men tend to take the kinds of jobs that are higher risk for higher pay. Men take the kind of jobs that are more thing oriented, objective oriented, task oriented, and women take the kinds of jobs that are more human, social, communication oriented. Women are naturally just more inclined to interact in networks of groups of people and want to pursue careers in that regard. Unfortunately, those jobs are not the highest paid jobs. That doesn't mean that we live in a patriarchy because women don't earn as much. It means that men are disposable. That's what it means. It means men are disposable, and we will send them to war. We will spend them on building buildings and megaliths and projects and what have you, because we only in terms of a human species, men have two jobs: make more kids, and then once you're done with that, we don't need you anymore. So go to war or go find food or go get stuff for us. And if some of you die, that's very sad. But we gotta have stuff. Women raise the rest of the civilization. That's what's always happened throughout humanity. Now,
Look,
the
just
father of Mabuba needs to start talking to his neighbors that also have daughters and say, this isn't acceptable. But America can't save you.
nobody can. Nobody can help
Nobody
them.
can.
That's the devastatingly sad part about all this. I see all that stuff over there, and I see those news stories of those girls throwing their, I don't want to call it wrong, whatever the headscarf thing is, and they're not covering up, and I see all that. And I see,
That's in Iran, and in Iran, women are protesting in Iran, right?
yeah, it's
And the
terrible.
regime in Iran is murdering teenage girls because of it. There's a
But
bodies discovered on the
But
street.
what they don't realize over there, because they probably don't study American history, just like you don't study Iranian history and Indian history, and
Sure.
they don't study American history, but what they don't realize is that we have gone through that over here.
Yeah.
Look at where we're at now with women wanting to be men and women doing all this crap. Now, this is as far as the free thinking has gone, and just trying to stay on both sides. I feel sorry for it, but look how far the free thinking has free thinking taken us this far. And is it a bad thing?
Mm,
Society
you
today
know,
with our thinking the way that we are, is it all a bad thing? I think some of it is, but I think some of it isn't.
I I think the environment, if we can create and sustain an environment where we can allow people to be off the rails that much and not collapse, okay, but that's not where we're. I mean, where we're at. As soon as they have any kind of power, they try to enforce it on the rest of the society. That where you
Yeah.
must abide by my pronouns. You must, abide by my,
Right.
our little uh, faction of thought or whatever. And I mean, honestly, that is the nascent beginnings of just as much radicalism as we are witnessing in Afghanistan right now.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I wouldn't say stop that thought. I would say acknowledge that thought and properly recognize it as mental illness. That's what I say. But that hurts people's feelings, right? Oh, you're not being caring. No, it's not that. It's you're not a woman, bro. So I don't know. We got our own problems, but I am deeply. I feel very deeply for the women and women and daughters. I mean, I have daughters. If that was happening in America, I would be probably doing more than a dumb show on YouTube, right? I'd be like, what can we do to change this? And the people in Afghanistan are going to have to be the ones that change this. We spent 20 years trying to solve this problem for them, and get kicked out of the country, and immediately what happens? The powerful take over because the weak let them. That's what happens. What a bummer, right? Um, okay, let's move on. Let's go. Yeah, let's move on. So I thought this was cool. Check this out, Deacon. This is from Archaeology World. Maybe I can zoom in here. A stunning, lifelike recreation of a Stone Age woman. That to me looks like just a woman. So it looks like somebody you'd see like anywhere, like at the mall. So this is Oscar Nilsson, a forensic artist based in Sweden, spent 350 hours reconstructing a Stone Age woman's likeness. Stone Age woman lived 4,000 years ago, is leaning on her walking stick and looking ahead as a whatever art, blah blah blah. So look at this. They took her, I guess her skeleton or her bones or whatever, and they did that stuff they do with face reproduction, and they basically recreated what a Stone Age woman looked like. That just looks like a woman to me. Oh, you can't see because the label's on her face. Let me get
Yeah,
the
I
label
can't
off her
see
face.
anything.
Is that in any way interesting, Deacon?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
I
interesting.
mean, I just think like it's. I feel like we kind of are insinuated that people of long ago were lesser, like as though primitive were a different species or less intelligent or whatever. But I mean,
They
this
teach
looks
us
like
that in school. They insinuate that in school, and I've never thought that. I mean, the Greeks and the Romans were super freaking intelligent, and that's why I still today, I kind of hold on to the theory that we are not the peak of human, evolution.
hey, speak for yourself.
I think that there have been other societies that were as, maybe not as technological as us, but I think there has been some other stuff going on this planet. I don't think we've all been dumb.
Right.
We haven't been dumb and just gotten smarter over the years, and now it's 2023 and we're the smartest species of humans. I don't think that's right. I personally don't believe that that's correct. I think that we're smarter in some areas because you can't
Right.
ask, that Stone Age woman would not have any concept on computers and technology, but her intelligence, her reasoning skills, and the stuff that makes us humans, not our intelligence, but the stuff that makes us humans, is just as advanced and evolved as we are today. And probably
Right.
more, maybe a little
It
bit.
probably more. That woman would have had a stick and some of that skins on her thing or whatever, and you could literally drop her off anywhere, and she can make a fire, make a structure, get food, take care of herself. You can take anybody from civilization today and do the same thing and drop them off in the woods,
Nah.
and they would be finding her skeleton. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting that that forensic arts were applied to like an ancient structure, and the result is, I mean, honestly, that looks like a woman from like Eastern Europe to me. Like it looks like just a modern human.
She's
So
got a lot of ape in her face. Go
you
back
think
up to
so?
that picture. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Look at the
You think
cheeks,
so?
like the cheeks that come down past her eye right there, her cheekbone coming down, and the way that her lips.
I feel like I got that same cheek though. I
Well,
got that same
the way
cheek.
that her
That looks like
lips,
my cousin.
the way that her lips protrude out is very chimpanzee-ish looking to
Let's
me.
see if
The forehead.
can we do can we do this? Do I kind of look like her? Get
She
my
don't
head
have
in the wrong
lips
angle.
like me. I've been told I don't have lips.
Look, I got that brow. I got that, you
Not so
know.
much the brow, but like her cheek right here.
I got too much fat in my face. You can't see.
Her lip
Yeah.
is very chimpanzee-ish looking, but that's
All
just
right.
art. Once again, this is
Yeah.
like in the infamous words of JJ, the pictures of space that we see aren't space. That is an artist's rendition of what
Right.
space
Yeah.
is like. So that is an artist's rendition of what this
Yeah.
woman
Yeah.
probably looked like.
Okay. I had one more thing I was gonna. Oh my god. Shit. uh, I had one more thing. I
Hey
was.
there.
Yeah. I was just scrolling through the Clown World feed looking for this thing I saw earlier, and instead I saw something I really. I'm not gonna be able to bleach that out of my brain.
I
Um.
got something for you. I think
Yeah.
you'll like.
Sure. Yeah.
You want to do your last one, and then we'll go with mine.
Actually, I forgot about. Hold on. I should be closing this. Let me close this. I forgot about this. We have a little bit of an update on Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Uh, as you recall, Alec Baldwin
He shot
last year was
somebody in
filming
the
a
face.
movie called Rust, and he
The chick
oopsie
said,
doopsie
"Hey,
murdered
Alex, will you
somebody.
pass me that water?" And he said, "Fuck you!" Wow, and shot her in the face.
Yeah. So the assistant movie director countersues Alec Baldwin in aftermath of the fatal on-set shooting. They could just say killing. In the aftermath of killing. But I believe that
Harsh, Jay.
Alec Baldwin is suing some of the people on the set, and like the
Why?
balls on this guy.
Why is he suing people on the set? Because he shot somebody? Because they gave
Yeah,
him a loaded
initial.
gun and he didn't check? Because he's a fucking Hollywood star that thought that everything should be perfect and he don't have to do anything, and now he doesn't have responsibilities because responsibilities are on other people? That's handgun. That's gun safety 101.
Right.
You do never hand if somebody hands you a gun, you check to see if it's loaded. That's the gun safety 101.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Initial litigation was filed by script supervisor Mike Mamie Mitchell, who sued Baldwin and 22 others after the loaded gun was fired on set, killing Hutchins and injuring Joel Saluza. And then I thought that Baldwin was involved in a countersuit, but here is another countersuit. So, um, anyway, so there's another thing. So we have yet to see criminal charges filed against Alec Baldwin, but there certainly are some civil cases going on for the wrongful death of the director of the Rust movie. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over. You got something, and I know you got this this Star Wars stuff. If you want to talk about that, but I'm ill informed.
Who? What?
Your your
Oh, I
stuff.
got
Go.
it. Sorry, I was talking on the air. I ran across this story. I don't remember like this morning or last night, and so I haven't read through all of it yet. But it is Disney revealing a full list of Star Wars content for next year, and it looks pretty good. I mean, we've got so let's just go down here. Bad
Yeah.
Batch season 2. You don't know about the Bad Batch. You don't watch the Bad Batch, right?
I haven't seen it yet. I am. It's Clone Wars. It's Clone Wars like clone
It
guys,
was
right?
on the one of the last seasons of the Clone Wars. They had an episode where it was this it was squadron of clones that were like the elite squadron. They went in and got the shit done, and they come back, and they were called the Bad Batch because they were. At the time, you were told that they were not perfect clones. There was something wrong with each one of them, and they were engineered that way when you find out. So they were engineered to be a team, and it's really when that episode
Oh,
ended,
really?
everybody loved the team, the clones, those clones, because it was just the character voices were great, the characters were great, they got along, you loved them, you really liked them. The leader looked like Charlie Sheen in that freaking funny movie. What's the funny movie? Where they make fun of Top Gun, not Top, yeah, they make fun of Top Gun and all that.
Oh.
You remember Charlie Sheen in that movie?
Yes. What was it? I saw that in the theater.
I think the guy from Bad Batch looks
Something.
just like it. But the Bad Batch is really freaking good. And it was one of those that after you watched it in the cartoon, you were like, man, they need to make a cartoon out of these guys. And everybody had the same idea. They were like, yeah, we need to make a cartoon. Hang on a second here.
Sure. So I haven't. My kids are too young to watch this, and I haven't had enough time. But I think when my kids get older, I'll see if they're interested in Clone Wars or Bad Batch. Right now, they're just super interested in My Little Ponies, and apparently, my daughters yesterday, my daughters are 5 and 4, and my wife was walking them on the trail behind our house, and apparently, the girls got into a real deep like conversation, the kind of conversation I would have with you about something, or I would have with Jeremy about something, about what is causing the magic in Ponyland to be disappear. Anyway,
Really?
so that's what they're into. Yeah, so they're not into this stuff yet. But maybe when they're a little older, we can all sit down and watch it together. So we'll see. Anyway, back to you. Yeah, I know you had a phone call.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this. Hang on, real quick. Let me fix this. Hang on, I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so there's that. If you wanted to watch the season 2 trailer, you can find that. Mandalorian season 3 is coming out.
Hmm.
So we get to follow Din Djarin, Din Djarin, or however the hell Din Djarin.
Din Djarin. Did you watch Mandalorian?
Yeah, I really liked it.
This first season was good. The second season, I didn't like so much.
No. According to
Okay.
reports, Back to the Future's Christopher Lloyd will also have a guest role in the series. Carl Weathers, Bryce Dallas Howard have all been confirmed to be directing for the new season. I love Bryce Dallas Howard. She's the best.
Oh, they have a teaser trailer. I'll play that in a second. I'll play the teaser trailer in a second. Okay.
Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, set during the High Republic era. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures follows younglings as they study the ways of the Force and learn valuable skills needed to become a Jedi. And it'll be the first full-length animated Star Wars series created for preschoolers. This is cool. This might be something that the girls could watch.
Right.
Maybe. You can.
I'm immediately worried because
I got a minute and a half.
Star Wars, not because of this.
Star Wars Visions is an animated anthology featuring celebratory expressions of Star Wars storytelling. Okay, so this is several Japanese anime studios brought their unique talents on board. There is one, I think there is a Star Wars one that's up right now that's freaking awesome, and it's a bunch of little bitty anime type things, and it's vignettes. Great. Yeah, I think it's Star Wars. Was it Star Wars? Yeah, I think so. So this looks really cool. The Visions. Ahsoka, love Ahsoka. Follows the former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to the vulnerable galaxy. So this will be pre A New Hope. And then Skeleton Crew is set in the New Republic era, and it's about a group of kids lost in the Star Wars galaxy trying to find their way home. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's got Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni.
Oh, that's good.
We're not going to mention this third name here.
It's got Jude Law. Is this an animated or a real life thing? Yeah.
That looks very interesting. So you talk, I've got to talk.
Yeah. We don't know whether or not this Skeleton Crew is an animated thing or if it's a live action thing. It says details about the series are being kept in the Outer Rim, but reports indicate that Kariana Crater and Ravi Kabat-Conyers will play 2 of the 4 kids. The show has been in production in Los Angeles and in California and other California locations since early July, and he's either wrapped now or is about to. John Watts will also be directing the series, and Chris Ford acting as the main writer. This sounds like a live action show.
The Skeleton Crew thing that you're.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like Jude Law plus several locations, and it sounds like a live action. So this is maybe a Star Wars type of Stranger Things, not the war, okay. but like following kids around and like a kids kind of adventure thing.
In addition, 2 other shows are currently in production and aiming for a 2024 release: Andor Season 2 and The Acolyte. Kathleen Kennedy also announced that Lucasfilm Animation was working on a project named Star Wars: A Droid Story, which Anthony Daniels hinted he was doing motion capture work for early last year. No additional information has been transpired so far about it. However, it's possible Disney could still release it this year. Okay,
Oh, that was in December 2020. She announced that. So
Yeah.
the announcement that I'd really like to hear from Kathleen Kennedy is that she's leaving because she
Yeah, no
causes
kidding.
nothing but trouble.
See, there he is.
Hey,
Don't he look like Charlie Sheen there?
I mean, I can kind of see that a little bit. Kind of see that. Does he scream "I'm winning" or "Tiger Blood"? Because that would convince me.
No,
That
but
would
that would
sell
be
it.
badass.
Yeah, Tiger Blood. Hashtag winning. Let's see
Look,
the Mandalorian trailer. I haven't seen that yet. Can you scroll up to the Mandalorian trailer? Oh, you want to play this trailer? Play this one. Which one is that? Which one? Which show is
that
that?
was
Is
the
that the
Bad
Bad
Batch.
Batch?
Can you hear it?
No, no sound.
Oh, you can't hear it. Hang on. Oh, that's my bad.
I'll check chat over here too.
Yeah,
Let's see
I
what they
closed
say.
it.
Yeah, Mr. E says hashtag winning. Episode 10, episode X. What's episode X?
10?
Mr. E. Yeah, but what episode 10 of what? What's he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good morning, Manuel. And I bet Brian's here. Brian's always on.
This is the one that you saved? You are as its father. A clan of two. But you have removed your helmet. Then you are a Mandalorian.
No more.
No more.
Yay.
Your cult fractured our people. Where were you then? Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
All right, kid. Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
Yay.
Did he get a ship upgrade?
He did in the last series. In the last
He
season.
got like a little jet, jet
that
ship.
was that was from the last season.
Oh, wasn't?
Yeah.
I thought he was driving around that big old clunker.
Well, he was, but he got that one.
Mm. So now his kid's got to ride in his lap all the time? Because that's kind of weird.
We went over the plan 5 times. I got the package, didn't I? We need a pickup.
Hang on. Grab the light.
So, this is the top team. The rogue clones on the run from the Empire, huh? Hello.
I forgot she did a fucking voice in this. Ugh.
Juicy.
Who is that?
The Empire's growing.
Wanda Sykes.
Oh, Wanda Sykes.
From the
All
Empire,
right.
huh? Hello. How juicy.
The Empire's growing stronger. We should be doing more.
You want to really be free? Then pull off this heist, and you can have a future.
Rumors are more and more clones have been questioning the Order.
Then they're traitors, like the Jedi.
You all gave up everything because of me.
We made the right choice, Omega. But there are
Who's
others
that?
out there who
Who's
need
that
our
voice?
help.
That guy. You recognize that?
Do what?
Who's that voice? That guy? Do you recognize that guy's voice?
Yeah, they're all. What's his name?
Oh, it's all that Australian dude that does the. That
yeah.
played- it's all that guy, really?
Well, it was. They were all initially him.
The last time I saw Wanda Sykes was in Clerks 2. I literally have not seen her
I
in anything
forgot that
since
she
then.
was. I forgot that she was. Oh, maybe they all do have different. Maybe they do have different voices.
I bet they got
Sam Riegel
several
does
different voices.
Catch.
Carl Urban. Yeah, it sounds like Carl. Oh, no. Jeremy's saying they should replace Pedro Pascal with Carl Urban. I'd take that.
I like
I like
Pedro
him.
Pascal. Saw Gerrera. Yeah, these the voice actors for the Bad Batch are not what's his name.
Oh, Mr. E says he doesn't like Mandalorian's new ship either.
Except for Fennec Shand, that's Ming Na. I mean, she does that. Sam Riegel does Catch. Yeah, he's a big voice actor. There's some big voice actors in here. Okay, so anyway, the Bad Batch is really good.
What sort of treachery is this?
Stay back!
We are not the enemy. The Empire seeks to establish peace and order throughout the galaxy.
Peace. Peace was never an option.
We're soldiers. We do what needs to be done.
Move.
You know what makes us different? We make our own choices. What do you need, Rex? Any chance I could use you for a mission?
Oh, sweet.
Parents, the Bad Batch.
That's a callback to Clone Wars, right?
With
Is
the
Rex
Rex
not
there? Yeah, that's Rex.
Rex
Yeah,
is not
Rex.
in the Bad Batch.
No, he knows them. They
okay.
were all they worked together, and then they were all the ones that survived Order 66 too.
Right.
Rex and the Bad Batch, and there were some others that survived the Order. Because Rex, Rex is in. They put him. What's it called when you go back and retcon? They retconned him in Return of the Jedi. Commander Rex is in Return of the Jedi now. The guy
is he really?
When they are on Endor. Okay, hang on. I'm going to find this. Picture.
I'm listening.
Rex Endor. So they retconned him, and in the cartoon, they made him look like. Oh, okay. Here's a picture of both of them. They made him look like this because they retconned him into Return of the Jedi. He was alive in Return of the Jedi. That is. Can you see that?
Oh.
Can you see
that's Rex.
Hang on, let me share this other page.
The guy with the white beard.
That's Rex in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, really?
Just because that guy was so memorable in the Return of the Jedi because of his white beard, all of us, we were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy," and I guess they did too. So they decided to say that was Rex.
That seems like some Dave Filoni stuff where he's
going in up Dave Filoni. Look, that's right there. Consensus seems to be that Dave Filoni and the folks at Lucasfilm struck the landing. It was a very satisfying way to tie up the story that also provided answers to a lot of burning questions fans had for quite a while. Rex stayed with the rebellion and actually helped bring down the Empire and Return of the Jedi. So yeah, that's cool. I always thought that was cool. Dave Filoni is cool. Star Wars god, in my opinion. I've got to go.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, this is weird, Disney. You guys made a ship where Grogu has to ride in his lap. That's just kind of weird. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I have to go.
Yeah, he's got to go. We're out. Bye.